Hello boys, good morning to all of you. We are back with our chapter Principles of Inheritance and Variation. In my previous class, we discussed sex determination, and that we studied under sex determination various types, like in our own case, including mammals, XY method, wherein XX chromosomes will be present in females, XY chromosomes present in male, and the chromosomes that are responsible for determination of the sex, they are called allosomes, and the chromosomes that are responsible for bodily character is autosomes. So in any organism there will be autosomes and allosomes. And then we talked about X0 method in insects. XX is female, X0 is male, particularly honeybees, we talked a lot. Then we talked about ZW method, ZW, two heterozygous, they will be in female, ZZ homozygous will be in male. Example, we talked about birds, reptiles, fishes. Then Z0 method, Z0 is female, ZZ is moths and butterfly. So we talked about haploid number, we talked about diploid number, all that. And now we are going to what is called mutation. As I said yesterday, mutation is the sudden change or variation that appears in an organism due to some physiological error in the genotype. I will repeat, mutation is very sudden change, all of a sudden it appears, and sometimes unfortunately it is inheritable also. So we say mutation, yeah, please tell me, Jadhav.
Your voice is cracking.
Now, now is it okay?
Voice was cracking.
Is it okay now? Is it okay, Sandeep?
Yes.
Yeah. So, mutation is sudden, inheritable, discontinuous variation. Variation is change. Now it is discontinuous, and it appears all of a sudden in an organism due to changes in genotype. Okay. So there are two types of mutations, and mind you, sometimes mutations are beneficial and sometimes they are lethal, dangerous also. Look at the pictures, I will expand that, just see. So it is a sudden heritable change occurring in DNA sequences that results in changes in the genotype and the phenotype of an organism. So there will be first change in the genotype, and when we say genotype change, invariably change in the structure of the gene or locus of the gene. When there is a change in structure and locus of the gene, invariably the trait changes, character changes, that will be shown in phenotype. And recombination and mutation leads to variations in DNA. Already we talked about recombinants and combinants, okay, non-recombinants and recombinants in our previous classes. And here it is not only recombinants, it is the mutation that leads to variations in DNA. What will be the variations? Like gene sequence is a variation, change in the structure of the gene is a variation, change in the position of a gene over a DNA and in turn on a chromosome is a variation. There are two types of mutations. One is called point mutation, another is called frame shift mutation. And what happens, whether it is point mutation or frame shift mutation, what happens to the organism? Look at that. First there is a change in the DNA, I will expand that, look at that. See the DNA, already you know it is in double helix structure. In class 11th we have studied biomolecules. That biomolecules You know the structure of DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. And I said we must be thankful to two great scientists that world has seen, Watson and Crick, isn't it? Yeah. And we are thankful to them because it is their discovery, it is their brainchild, double helix model of DNA. And any change in the gene structure, gene sequence, locus of the gene, look at that. Physically, how the child is becoming. Look at the eyeballs. And second picture you see, look at the joint, it's double headed, right? So,
Twins, sir.
it's a twin joint, but you see body is one, heads are two. And look at the extra growth. So, these are all due to mutations, right? Now, we come to the first one. What is that? Point mutation. As the name suggests to you, at one point of gene there is a change. Then we say it is point mutation. Look at that. This is the original sequence. Let us see. Now here you need to have the background. What is the background? You should know for this. The background that you should know is the structure of DNA. Just I will give the outer line of the DNA. You know DNA is our secret. It is present inside a chromosome. Chromosomes are present inside the nucleus. And of course, nucleus will be present inside the cell. And within the DNA, there are three chemical compounds that are present. Okay. Somebody is waiting, just a minute. I'll just allow Darshan, Sinde and two others. Okay. Right. Now let me unlock the room. Okay. Now I think they can join directly. Okay. So there are three chemical compounds that are present in DNA. What are those? One is the sugar molecule. That's how we are expanding. We are naming it deoxyribose. Ribose, just like glucose, is a sugar molecule. But only thing is, it doesn't have one atom of oxygen. So we are saying deoxyribo, right? That is the name, because ribose molecule doesn't have one oxygen atom. We are saying deoxyribose. Then comes phosphate molecule. Then comes nitrogenous bases. Okay. In the nitrogenous bases, there are two, purines and pyrimidines. So when you are reading these alphabets, A for adenine, which is a nitrogenous base, T for thymine, C for cytosine, G for guanine. And you know the pairing, adenine and thymine will pair, guanine and cytosine will pair. Okay, this is base pair ruling. Always adenine pairs with thymine and vice versa, at A and T, or it is TA, traveling elements, TA, or GC, guanine always pairs with cytosine and vice versa, CG. Now what happens? Look at this, where the star is put. Now top what is there? Thymine is there. What should be the base pair that should pair? On top, red one, he has put a T, isn't it? Down, you have got a C for cytosine. So cytosine, just now we said, it pairs with G, but guanine is not there. Guanine is not there. See, in that gene locus, T has come. That's why they has put red color. Thymine has come. That means there is no base pairing done. There is at one point of DNA, there is a mistake. Instead of G, unfortunately, T has come. So as a result, C should pair with G. Like next one also you can see CG it should be. But what happens here? T has come, thymine has come. Hence there is a change in the phenotype. That is called point mutation. So again, in turn, point mutations are of three types: silent point mutation, nonsense point mutation, and missense point mutation. So basically you must understand here in broad what is point mutation. Error at one particular point in the gene sequence of DNA. Is it clear? Error at one point in the gene sequence of DNA. And that gene error is invariable in nitrogenous base pairing. Okay. So we can see here DNA level he is giving you TTC. Of course, what is this TTC? As I said, it is the nitrogenous base pairs names in the abbreviation form. T for thymine, C for cytosine. Is it clear? Now, what should be the mRNA pairing? TA, TA, CG. If this base pairing takes place, there is a protein called lysine. Lysine will be formed. On the other hand, if in place of that there is something called stop codon. Stop codon means at present I think I will talk in detail about this in chapter number 11 and 12 biotechnology. At present you just understand that this gene sequence in the form of nitrogenous base pairing will terminate at one point. That's why they are called stop codons. And the stop codon, one of the stop codons is UAG. The moment UAG comes from mRNA, DNA can't read. That means that is the signal for stoppage of protein synthesis. And that particular protein synthesis, yeah, yes please. Somebody, stop codons are codons in the form of triplet nitrogenous base, like you are saying UAG, U for uracil of course. I should here tell you, uracil is also a nitrogen base, but it is present only in RNA. Okay, RNA only it is present. So if in mRNA, messenger RNA, once this UAG comes, that is a signal for the DNA to stop preparing proteins. So the moment the protein synthesis stops, this lysine is a protein that gets stopped because of UAG. Is that clear? So you can see here the another one, missense, or in that conservative and non-conservative also is there. That is TCC AGG. Again here see thymine adenine, cytosine guanine, and cytosine guanine. Now, what is the protein that is formed if the combination is like this? There is a protein called or in fact it is, we should not call protein, we should call it as amino acid. Okay, because all of you know protein is a polymer, and poly means many. What is that many? Many amino acids. Okay, like amino acid A combines with amino acid B combines with amino acid C, results in one protein. Now the same ABC sequence combines in, let us say, BAC, that will result in another protein. That means depending upon which type of protein is formed in our body, the organism shows particular trait or character. So one change in the base sequence, one change in nitrogenous base will result in change in the protein structure. Varieties of proteins are formed. So,
Sir, anticodon and stop codon are same.
no, anticodons are different from stop codons. At present, today we will restrict only to words such as amino acids and proteins. Okay, Sandeep? When I take up chapter number 11, biotechnology, I will tell you all. What is a code, what is codon, what is anticodon, what is stop codon, what are initiating codon, varieties are there. If I tell now, I think you will get confused. At present, just you understand how mutations will take place in our body. Okay, I am just restricting myself as well as I am restricting you not to get confused. When we talk chapter number 11 and 12, we will go in detail, in depth we will go. At present, you just imagine, just remember why mutations occur in our body. Basically, it is because of point mutation. At one point in the nitrogenous base, there will be change, and because of that change, there is change in the trait. And how traits, who is deciding the character or a trait? It is the protein. What protein is formed in our body, that will exhibit. So previously we were telling that if someone asks Sandeep, what is your secret? Sandeep says, what? Like Sachin Tendulkar, boost is my secret, isn't it? But Kadkol says, sir, it is my chromosome. What chromosomes are there in my body? They are my secrets. Then Prasad says, not chromosomes, sir, it is my DNA. That's why many times we say, what is your DNA? They will ask you, isn't it? Further, somebody like our Golal Gowda, our Gowda will tell, no, so neither chromosomes are nor DNA sir, it is genes. Okay, but again, Kadkol will think and tell, no, sir, none of this, it is the proteins. It is the proteins which will decide what are the characters that we exhibit. So phenotype is decided by the proteins that are synthesized in our body. Right? How proteins are synthesized? This is the way. Nitrogenous bases pair in a particular way and decide what type of proteins are formed. Because the nitrogenous bases present in DNA, present in mRNA, pair in a particular way. Of course, Sandeep would like to call it as codon and anticodon, but I am restricting. I am simply using normal language. Nitrogenous bases present in DNA, nitrogenous bases present in mRNA, pair each other, resulting in particular amino acid production. Like lysine is an amino acid, arginine is an amino acid. Okay. When amino acids that are formed like this, they combine in different ways. Like your maths teacher Ravan Kumar sir will tell, no, permutation and combination. Is it not? Yeah. When that permutation and combinations are taking place, depending upon the combination, varieties of proteins are formed. So what type of protein is formed will decide the trait of the baby. Like now see, the other day only we were talking about sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia. Now I am expanding that photo. Right. Now look at that. I want you to focus on the shape of the RBC. What is the normal shape? Yeah. Is it cylindrical, Sandeep? Anurag? What is that shape is becoming? Sickle, kurpi. You tell in Kannada, no? Kurpi. It has become kurpi shape. Sickle cell. That's why the name sickle cell anemia. Okay, look at that. And how is that? That is happening. How the RBC are getting changed its shape? It is because of the mutation. That is why we say sickle cell anemia is a genetic disease, because it is inheritable and is a right, and it's happening because look at that change in the single base pair, only one pair. One pair is changing in DNA, and which pair? Nitrogenous base pair, and that is what we have shown here. See, look at that. There is only one change, that C. Okay. In original sequence, where T should be there, point mutation has come, in place of T, C has come. So, one point change leads to a genetic disease. See how it is because of physiological error. During protein synthesis, there is a physiological error, and sometimes these changes that occur all of a sudden will be due to what we call mutagens, substances that bring in mutation. So, mutagens may be varieties like smoking itself. Tobacco is a mutagen. Drugs, all drugs are mutagens. Okay. X-ray, UV rays. Okay. So, all these are mutagens. They bring sudden changes. That is the reason why you see sometimes you go to bed, our Kadkol will tell good night to all and sleep. Next day morning, he will get up. When he gets up, there is some change. What is the change? Positive change is he gets some idea and he starts shouting on the bed, Eureka, Eureka. Okay, something new. He got a flash. And sometimes unfortunate person, somebody sleeps with a good night and gets up with a small bulging on the forehead. Yesterday night it was not there, and today morning all of a sudden that bulging has come. You must have seen even some extra growths on the forehand of some people. Underarms also there will be extra growths. You just ask them, was it there sir yesterday? Person says, no, it was not there. All of a sudden it has come. And when he goes to doctor also, he will tell doctor, sir, yesterday it was not there. Today it has come. See, that is mutation. It happens all of a sudden. And it is really, if it is a negative mutation, really unfortunate because it affects the individual. Right. Next we go to frame shift mutation. Point mutation, I hope all of you understood. Now we go to frame shift mutation. That is, it is the deletion or insertion of base pairs. That means base pair refers to nitrogenous bases only. Nitrogenous base pairs are either deleted, means removed, or added. Insertion means added. Either it is due to addition or deletion of base pairs. Remember, top in point mutation we said it is only one nitrogenous base. Only C, because of presence of C, cytosine, sickle cell anemia. Here it is not the case. Two base pairs. That's why we say frame shift. And what happens? It results in shifting of DNA sequence. Now I will take the example C here. As I said, deletion means loss, insertion or duplication means gain, and this happens in DNA segment, and that causes what we call chromosomal abnormalities. Okay, either chromosome becomes short or chromosome becomes tall. So in the length of the chromosome also there will be changes because of either deletion or insertion, isn't it? So we will take one example. What is that? I will just expand that. Just see. Yeah. This is the normal protein product. What is the normal protein product? How it should be? Base sequences. See. It is again, you can read it for our convenience sake. Triplet code means 3 nitrogen bases in one group. So cat, Becky. Okay. CAT. C for cytosine. A for adenine. T for thymine. Okay. These are the 3 nitrogen bases. Now this is normal nucleotide sequence. So if there is a normal nucleotide sequence, normal protein will be formed. There is no problem. Now abnormal, what is abnormal? Look at that. CAT, in the second CAT, C gone, mistake, G has come. Okay, that is one mistake. Second one, you see, deletion. That CAT, I am talking about the third line. CAT, CA, it should have been T, but T is totally missing. I hope you have observed the change. Point mutation is at one particular place, locus, there is mistake in the nitrogen base. Whereas in a frame shift, that nitrogen, nitrogen base only not there. Third case, you see, disrupted. Why disrupted? T is missing. T gayab. It's not there. Okay? And now, because of that disappearance, what happened? Truncated protein product. Protein that should have been formed like first case is not formed. Yes, correct? Just observe once more. Normal nucleotide sequence, it is the normal protein product. Abnormal, why abnormal? There is point mutation. But still functional protein. But there is, that protein is not complete, it is incomplete protein. Third one, total nitrogen base only disappeared. Now see the structure of the protein. It is truncated protein. Okay? Truncated protein. And now look at that. Normal, substitute. Now this is a funny thing, see the spelling, B-E-A-S-T, beast. Now when substitution has come, what happened? It has become feast. I think Sandeep is getting saliva. Yes, Sandeep? Now insertion, insertion, in this beast R is added, because we are adding insertion, it has become breast. Okay, and now deletion, what is that? We removed that R and A, it has become best, because deletion refers to nitrogen bases being removed. Of course, intentionally we are not removing, mind you, all of you should know that it is not intentional. It is physiological error induced by mutagens. And now inversion. Inversion, S and T in best, BEST, S and T are getting reversed. So best has become beats, musical beats. Kadkol will be putting no Ghana. Yes, Rakesh Mohanty is dancing Jai Jagannath, isn't it? So this is example of what do you mean by these type of errors. Like normal one, normal one means normal nucleotides, all nucleotides are present. How many nucleotides? I said 4.
5.
If you include uracil also 5. If all the 5 are present, normal, and in that 5 base pairing is correct, A, T, C, G, okay, then normal. Substitution, instead of one nitrogenous base, another nitrogen base has come in place of, like I said, in uracil, in place of T, uracil will come in RNA. That is substitution. So in place of B, here we are using F. So it has become feast. Then insertion, we are adding. Of course, we are not adding. Due to physiological error, a nitrogen base is added. Okay. Because of that, length has been increased. Then, like he has given the example, feast, and R is added. Okay. It has become in best. R is added, breast. And deletion, 1 is removed. So now from beast, A is removed, it has become best. And inversion, from beast, inversion has taken place, S and T, it became beats. So this is what happens due to physiological errors. And why that physiological error again? That is because somebody said just now, mutagens, effect of mutagen. What are mutagens? Substances that cause mutation. And just now I said varieties of mutagens are there. Okay, what are those? Let us see now. I am just making it short.
Is there any definite number, sir, that A, G, T, C you said, no, sir?
There is no different number. It depends upon the length of DNA and length of the chromosome. And this process goes on as long as the protein synthesis takes place. And protein synthesis continues as long as stop codons won't come. There are some stop codons, we will talk about them. Until they interfere, the protein synthesis continues. And how many proteins are formed? That many characters. Phenotype will be better. Okay. Now, as I said, mutagens are the substances that cause mutation, or we use the word induce mutation. So, types of mutagens, there are physical mutagens as well as chemical mutagens. Just now I said physical mutagens, ultraviolet radiation, alpha, beta, gamma, and of course X-rays. That is the reason why children like you should not be exposed continuously to X-rays. Avoid getting exposed to X-rays. Nowadays what happens? For everything doctors will write X-ray. The moment you are playing football, all of a sudden someone puts cross leg and you have fallen down, there is a swelling or there is a pain, you are taken to doctor. What invariably the orthopedician will tell you? Get an X-ray. He wants to reduce his work and he doesn't want to take risk. So immediately he will tell you go for X-ray, isn't it? And the cancer patients, how many times radiation? Okay, imagine their life. The radiation is more painful than the actual cancer. Okay.
Chemotherapy, sir.
Chemotherapy. Chemicals will be
Lasers
added.
won't cause any mutations,
Definitely it will cause.
but they will give laser therapy for eyes.
That's what all these are dangerous for us. And look at that, chemical mutagens, mustard gas. Remember, some countries unfortunately they started using this mustard gas and we call it as biological war. So people getting exposed to mustard gas, they become mad. Okay, a war without fire and smoke, that is biological war. So just spray mustard gas and people will have lot of mutations. Phenol, of course, your chemistry, formalin, acetic acid, formic acid, and of course ammonia, NH3. All these are chemical agents. Okay. So biological mutagens, like the spores, some pollen grains, like Congress grass, we say, Parthenium, they also cause mutagens. Okay. So the mutations are because of mutagens, right? And tomorrow's class, I think I will talk about a very important topic called pedigree analysis. Is that okay? Pedigree analysis. And here in mutation, you need to check whether there is a syllabus for your batch about chromosomal number. If there is a change, like we are talking about only change in the nitrogenous basis, okay, point mutations and frame shift mutations, but there are mutations because of the chromosomal numbers, okay, and then we call it aneuploidy, euploidy, like that. I think I'm sure that is deleted for you, but if it is there, we will talk about that tomorrow. Just check once.
Itself is deleted.
So you got only this deletion, duplication, inversion. Okay. Euploidy, aneuploidy is not there, but if you are interested, I will post a video to this. Okay. And tomorrow we will talk about the pedigree analysis, right? And this is their pedigree analysis in your practical syllabus also. There will be a chart you have to explain to the external examiner during practicals. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Until then, keep practicing it, draw diagrams, practice diagrams as much as possible. And I need not tell you, this month end you have got your monthly exam. It will be in MCQ form, so practice MCQs. Okay.
Sir, this which chapter will be there, sir?
Yes, this chapter will be there.
Yeah.
I think last time we covered monthly test, only second chapter if I remember.
Yes, sir.
Now
Plants.
now we will cover the remaining chapters because it is MCQ only. There is no need for you to practice diagrams, right? So practice the MCQs, and I will post some MCQs to you. You practice it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then bye. Take care.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yeah.